What is up, everyone? Chris back with another exciting video. This is the Essential phone. This is the box it's going to come in, and without further ado, let's get it opened. I'm not going to show the other side just because it has my information. But I will show you the whole boxing experience. So this box is quite small and nothing else inside. So I pre-ordered this the first day back on May 30th. Of course, it's been a huge fiasco, as you know, and pretty much no communication, as everyone knows. And then finally you order it. I ordered it within the first 30 minutes when I got the purchasing email of this, and then about maybe 4 days later got an email about the 360 camera, that both of the camera and the phone would ship together because the camera's are ready, and alas, there's no camera. So it's just the phone. We're still waiting on the 360 camera, which is unfortunate. So hopefully that comes and arrives soon, and we'll see how this phone is. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off here as well. Sorry if I sound a little heavy-winded or a little off. I'm a bit under the weather, a little sick, so bear with me while I get this taken care of for you all. So matte black box, little damage on the corner there, but not too big of a deal. On the side, we see that it is the Black Moon. There's a little black sticker there, if you can see that. So maybe, I'm assuming this may be white, maybe the packaging may be white, who knows. But, so yeah, so you have the Essential PH-1, which is the Essential phone, with a little pull tab there, some IMEI information, and then the phone itself on the front. And then a little Essential logo there on the side as well. Let's go ahead and cut this open instead of tearing. That way it's a nice clean cut. Well, I just tore it anyways. Here it is. Oof. Ooh, man. Alright, let's get this other side of the box and moved out of the way. So we have your phone right here with a pre-applied plastic covering on both front and back. We have your braided cable, as you probably have already seen a couple other unboxing videos. This is a USB-C to USB-C. So this does quick charge through the USB-C power delivery standard. And then a nice braided, about 1 meter long cable. It's very nice. And then these pieces here, the connectors, are actually metal themselves. So that's a nice little touch. There's no branding even on the cables. That's what the Essential phone's about, no branding. And then you got your 3.5 to USB-C headphone jack adapter. Again, braided with metal on both sides of the connectors. That's nice. And then next we have the charging brick. Charging brick, again, has that USB-C connector on it. The charging brick you have here has a chamfered chrome finish on the edges, maybe about 3/4 an inch thick, and then it's up at the top. So when you plug this into the wall, like such, your cable is going to be coming out from the top versus coming out this way. So that's actually a really nice touch. I like to see, because if you have it, let's say for example, behind your bed or behind a piece of furniture like a nightstand, your nightstand is not going to be able to come right up against the charging brick. You can then just have it coming up from the top up to where your phone is going to be resting. Nice touch there. So that's the unboxing. Nothing else besides your little information pamphlet, SIM tool, with the Essential logo essentially built into the SIM tool. Nice little touch there. That's literally the only branding of what you get with the phone, is the actual SIM tray tool. SIM ejection tool, I should say. Now on to the main finale, the phone itself. So the phone itself here. Let's go ahead and pull the plastic protectors off of this. Always satisfying. So we have here the titanium edged ceramic back of the PH-1. Gorgeous. I was able to take a look at this back at their Palo Alto event at the playground headquarters. So I've already gotten my hand on with this, but I wasn't able to get real good time with it, being able to use it and things like that. So here on the back we have your dual LED flash, your sensors there, then you have your dual 12 megapixel RGB monochrome sensor. There's a mic, and then also you have the pogo pins for the pass-through for your mods that you're going to be able to then purchase later on, such as the camera, maybe the charging dock, and who else knows what else they come out with. Then your fingerprint scanner right there. On this side, which is the left looking from the front, there is nothing besides just some antenna lines. Up top we have nothing besides an antenna line. On the right side you have your volume up and down, and then your small power button. So this is very, very difficult to get in focus, and especially with any sort of lighting, this phone is so reflective. So the power button is a little bit smaller than the volume up and down. It is still titanium, but there's no sort of ridges or texture on the power button. So that's a little unfortunate, but I did ask them why they didn't put any sort of texture. They basically just said that they just didn't like the feel of it, and after some time you get used to knowing which buttons you're pressing just because of the size and their placement. On the bottom you have your speaker grill, USB-C charging port, your SIM tray slot, and then another mic. And just be aware that you are going to be putting your SIM tray ejector tool into this hole. Do not stick it in that hole, this one. This is to eject your SIM tray. Up front you have your basically screen that's going to be here, and then up top your front facing camera. Let's go ahead and power it on, and there is the Essential logo. And then there is the boot animation. There we go. So very similar to like a Pixel setup. Let's not worry about that just yet. You can see this very small sliver of where the earpiece is, and then where the notification LED is up there as well. But I must say, guys, this feels extremely nice in the hand. This is very compact. I wish I had another phone similar to size, but to show comparison in size, I have my Xiaomi Mi Mix, which is yet another ceramic phone, which kind of started the whole bezel-less craze of smartphones. Yes, there was another phone from Sprint out a long time ago, but that never really caught on. But here we can see just how compact this phone is compared to the Mi Mix. This is much more easier to handle with just a single hand, that's for sure, just because of its compact size. So we have basically around the frame this same kind of like antenna line type material before the screen of the glass. So if you can see that there, the antenna line from the side wraps up around the front edge. It's like this really soft, smooth finish around this edge before it gets to the titanium, and then the ceramic on the back. And as you already have heard, tons of fingerprints. Fingerprint magnet. I'm not sure if I want to put a skin on this because it's going to take away from how nice this feels in your hand. I must say I love it. I love it, and I'm excited to actually have it here. So let's go ahead and go through this setup real quick. I don't have a SIM card, but what I've been reading, there's a lot of people that are having issues with the ability of actually copying data from another device. So let's go ahead and try that, see if that works. We're going to get connected to my network, and I'll be right back. So right off the bat, there is an update to the phone itself, 112 megs. This is probably one of the camera updates. We're going to let that install. We're going to go and install any sort of OS system updates that are available. So we'll wait for this to install, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are back. Did the update that I was just mentioning. Something that I've kind of found out, or that I've been noticing on my device in particular. I'm very OCD, so I notice the really small stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this captured on camera, but on this side, the side that's blank, there's like this small gap, ever so small gap, right between the seam of the ceramic and the titanium, where they meet up. And there, you can feel this like edge, whereas on this side, it's a complete flush transition. So what I've been noticing is, like in my hand, you can feel like this sort of edge along the back, and I'm noticing that there's like some sort of like dust and particles on my finger and on my skin are getting along this this crease, this gap in here. So I'm not sure if that's a quality control issue. If other people have experienced the same thing, comment, let me know. Definitely interested to see what you guys have experienced as far as fit and finish, but it's mostly like right around in here. You can feel this like kind of sharpness of an edge. But anyways, enough of me rambling. Copy your data. Let's see if it goes and allows us to transfer information. I'll be right back. Alright, so it actually gave me a list of devices that can be used to restore apps and data and things like that from. So since I've been using a Mi Mix as my daily driver, we'll use that. We do want to go ahead and restore all 81 apps. That's going to take a bit. Let's go ahead and add a fingerprint scanner. So I've been typing on this, entering passwords and things like that. The haptic feedback is really nice. It's not going to be like iPhone 7 Apple nice, but it's, from what I've experienced from other devices, it is satisfying, that's for sure. It's a very strong but subtle vibration. We're going to go ahead and add another. One thing I've already noticed about this is I don't like how the fingerprint scanner is so flush to the back of the body. It makes it difficult to find and locate it. But that's kind of similar to the Mi Mix that I have. Help improve user experience. Yeah, I'll help them out. Sending my information, usage data and things like that. But improve Android, no. Alright, we'll go next. Alright, all set. So a very standard Android startup screen. So nothing to worry about there. Sound for the speaker for notifications is actually pretty loud. Right now the brightness is on its pretty much lowest setting, so we'll get that turned up for you all. And I really don't see any issue as far as right now at this point. In regards to brightness, people were worried about 500 nits wasn't that bright. It being LCD is not going to be a great experience. Well, 500 nits right now indoors is great. So the fingerprint scanner is actually pretty fast with the screen off. So it reads it and then just like half a second delay after that, haptic feedback comes on. I'm not sure if you heard that. So that's about the speed and reliability of it. So far it's read it every single time, which is good. Then of course you have your fingerprints all in the back now. So you have the pogo pins like I already mentioned. The data that transferred from the 360 camera and probably in any other module, it's going to be transferred over a wireless connection, a wireless USB, which there's ring, which is over a 60 gigahertz connection, which is very fast. And then these pogo pins just provide power. And there's magnets in here, so this is not going to affect any sort of credit cards that might be in your pocket. So that is good. You're not going to have to worry about that. But any magnets that are in the 360 camera, stay away from any credit cards. Those will affect your credit cards and things like that. So yeah, really love the design, aside just from the minor gripe that's back here about that gap. But other than that, it feels really good in the hand. I love the compactness and the size of the phone. I don't like large phones. It's been a pain to use the Mi Mix just because it's so big. You can see just the sheer size of the screen here. So this is a 5.7 inch screen. Mi Mix is a 6.4 inch screen. Much more compact, which I like. So this is going to be definitely very nice to use. So this is going to be my new daily drivers. Feels really nice in the hand. Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs storage, that sort of thing. So very compact. I love it. So stay tuned for more videos of the Essential phone. I'll be definitely doing an in-depth look of the camera, the different features, things like that. I'll be doing a full review, which would include battery life, performance, and just day-to-day usability. And subscribe, like the video, and I will see you all in the next one.